As of now, there are not any plans to give Soho a new NPC, because technically it does have an NPC. The Soho Vernikia is the NPC for Soho. She just doesn't stand out. But I do not believe Veronica will ever be replaced, at least not anytime soon. Here's a fun picture. Back when we had the Edward versus Jacob t-shirts and we were going to have something of a Twilight advertisement, this was the mock art for it. Oh, here's the boardwalk being launched up from Downworld. Most of you who have seen the video of Ace's Diary on YouTube have probably seen this clip before. I always thought that the roller coaster in the background was a good touch, because if we ever do, for some reason, need a different island, it'd be pretty cool to have something of a theme park, and because the original art includes it, it would make perfect sense. Theme park would definitely be cool. I will still always be rooting for a Downworld island of some kind. I guess it wouldn't technically make sense since Downworld is the world below, but I'm sure there's something that we could do eventually. It does look like a safety hazard, yes. That's probably why they launched up in the air. Now, unfortunately, not all of these pets have made it into the game quite yet. I'm sure there are a few that you recognize, but there's four of them that we haven't actually incorporated in. We have the little caterpillar one and the one with a ribbon that was Colette's pet. We didn't include the other four, though. Which is strange since the lizard is Otto's pet. This little guy is Otto's pet, though he's only seen with it in very early ads. I'm not sure if they're ever going to be put in the game. I'm surprised that they haven't already. If the art exists for them, then most likely we do have something. I can mention it. I'm not sure when we would ever add them in, but most likely they were just replaced with something better or forgotten. But since some of them made it in, it is possible. At the moment, there aren't any plans to add them, but that's most likely just because I'm the only one that's seen the art in years, and it just slipped everyone's mind since we have so much else going on, but I could definitely suggest it. This is a picture of the original concept for the pier. Obviously, it has changed considerably. Originally, we had a concept for something of an airship that would teleport everyone from island to island, and I'm assuming that's what Cloud 10 is, but I really don't know what the building itself was supposed to be back in the beginning. Look how small Snaps was, how far it has come. I'm not sure. I'm assuming that Balloons and Crash would have been arcade games, just individual games, instead of being actually in the arcade. I believe that we used to have a game called Balloons. Condor Cowboys? I really don't know. I'm a little afraid to find out. I think it is a balloon popping stand. Snaps did have a major facelift. If any of you remember, way back in the day we had a little prom stand in the Starlight Lounge, and we did host prom. You could buy corsages and button-up flowers for your coat pocket. This was some of the original ad art that we had for it. I'm not sure why we didn't continue doing the prom thing every year. It looks like originally we planned on having bouquets too at some point. I think the only reason we never got to continue the stand was because the items weren't made rare. You can still buy them if someone's wearing them or if you see it in a wish list. But the stand itself was really cute, so it would definitely be something nice to do again. We would just have to host it in the battle station since the Starlight Lounge is now an ice skating rink. It was pretty popular. I think the only reason that it wasn't brought back is because mystery boxes and other releases that happened later on got in the way. An ice skating prom. Yeah, the Starlight Lounge is no longer a lounge, so they would need a different venue. This was originally some advertisement for Valentine's Day back in 2012 or so. It never actually made it out, but... Yes, gasp. Our artists have fun. We don't know. They're not at the moment, no. But they might have been at some point. Their profiles aren't finished yet. So Colette hasn't always been scared of him. You can actually buy that outfit. This was the monthly item for February 2011. Unrequited love's a good way to put it. Right now it's completely one-sided, but it's not to say that it wasn't at one point. The sword and the dress can both be bought. They're the 2011 monthly item for February. Hello. Oh, you just missed some Colette and Edwin fan art made by our artists. Oh, here's something you guys will like. This is the original sketch for the Nevermore dungeon. This was basically the concept that we were rolling with. As you can tell, we've got two of the dungeon masters. A little creepy, but it works. It is really cool. Unfortunately, Mindy didn't make it into the picture. She came out a little bit later since she was the Zoe's Club dungeon. It actually wasn't scrap. This is what he looks like, but he's always in his mask. The more Cthulhu-looking guy. I want to say Dungeon Master Frank, but it could be Dungeon Master Tom. That's probably what they were going for, honestly. Masks like that. Here's a picture you guys might remember. From 2010, I believe, one of the advertisements for summer. Oh, we would too. We are working on more lip colors. It's a more complicated process than we would like to admit. It is on our list. For those of you who haven't, make sure you post a screenshot that you were here in the stream and include your name so that you can be entered for the giveaway that we're running today. The same one will be running again tomorrow, so if you forget, just make sure you're in tomorrow's stream.